back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown. Well, back to a bit of misery in Edmonton following yesterday's 6-4 loss to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Everyone was riding a little bit high with that 3-game winning streak, Stuart Skinner playing so well, but mediocre performance, I guess, from Stuart Skinner yesterday has reignited a lot of the goalie trade talk. Everyone wants UC Saros or some other elite goaltender like that. We know Saros isn't available. The Nashville Predators are trying to extend him, so he's off the table. Elliotte Friedman mentioned on Saturday headlines that the Oilers are still looking at the goaltender market. The Oilers were in Montreal this week looking at 3 of their goaltenders, Jake Allen, Sam Montembeault, Caden Primo. Friedman doesn't believe there is anything imminent. We knew about the Montreal goaltenders. I reported on that the other day. We know Brad Holland was there scouting the Montreal-Vegas game, and I believe there was at least a couple other games there as well. So, out of those 3 goaltenders, I think for what the Oilers really need, Jake Allen makes the most sense. He can be that 1B goaltender with Stuart Skinner, but I know a lot of people want the Oilers to aim higher than Jake Allen. I know in my video the other day that I was mentioning that Caden Primo might be the target for the Edmonton Oilers, but with Friedman mentioning that they're looking at all 3 goaltenders, I wouldn't rule anybody out. Out of those 3 goaltenders, Jake Allen makes the most sense to me, but we'll see what happens. He's also the most expensive. Caden Primo, I believe, was like $890K. I don't think the Canadians are thinking about moving Montembeault. Mark Spector also put out this tweet today. So Edmonton is deep into the goalie market, but desperate. Teams know this, and prices are ridiculously high. Can Skinner hold the fort until someone offers a reasonable deal? If he can't, is Holland forced to give up way too much for a number 2? That's where we're at. And Mark's not wrong. That is exactly where the Edmonton Oilers are at. Teams know that they're desperate. They're going to overpay, but the Oilers are going to run out of time here to save their season. The 3-game winning streak definitely went a long way to getting things back on track, but it felt like yesterday's game against the Tampa Bay Lightning was a step back in the wrong direction. So we'll see how the rest of this road trip goes. If the Oilers don't have a good road trip, another 3 games to go, I believe, things are going to get very desperate, because if the Oilers continue losing here, it's almost going to get to the point where they can't even catch up. At best, the Oilers are looking at a wild card position right now, so they have to get back to winning. They have to get this goaltending situation figured out. And of course, it's not just goaltending. The Edmonton Oilers could really use a defenseman. Evan Bouchard has been a huge topic of conversation this year. Great offensively, just terrible defensively. I personally would try to put Evan Bouchard in the 3rd pairing, get him out of the top 4, just have him there on the power play, and keep his minutes limited in the 3rd pairing. Ideally, I want Matthias Ekholm in my top pairing, bring in a new top pairing defenseman at some point this season, somehow, some way. Darnell Nurse, Cody Ceci in that 2nd pairing. You may have to move Cody Ceci to make the money work to get a top pairing defenseman, and I'd have Brett Kulak and Evan Bouchard in my 3rd pairing. Vinny Desharnais is my 7th defenseman. I don't think Philip Broberg has a future in Edmonton. I think Broberg is going to be moved in some kind of trade this season. But getting back to the goaltenders, I mentioned in yesterday's Fanatic Rundown that now would kind of be the time to put Calvin Pickard in. And according to this tweet from Mark Spector, it looks like that is exactly what's going to happen on Monday against the Florida Panthers. Still nothing official on that yet, but you didn't want to take Skinner out after he was playing so well through 3 games. But after giving up 5 goals to the Tampa Bay Lightning, I think you have your opportunity here. Put Calvin Pickard in there, see what you have. Maybe they have some kind of magic goaltender here that can help turn their season around. I doubt it. But if Calvin Pickard can come in and at least just give them average goaltending until they can find another solution, that would be a huge help to the Edmonton Oilers. The other move the Edmonton Oilers did make last night was sending Raphael Lavoie back to the Bakersfield Condors. I think Lavoie will be staying there this time. Last time it was just a paper transaction, and Lavoie immediately came back and joined the Oilers. That could be possible. He could play in Monday's game against the Florida Panthers. It's believed that Matthias Janmark will be returning on Wednesday. He can be activated off long-term injured reserve then, so the Oilers would definitely have to make a move then, either sending down James Hamlin or officially sending down Raphael Lavoie for good. I think Lavoie is going to stay in Bakersfield right now, but like I said, this could be another paper transaction, and Lavoie could be back on Monday. But it looks like the Edmonton Oilers are just trying to get their roster settled here, and if they send Lavoie down, they're back to 12 forwards. So you're only going to play 12 forwards, so there's no point in having Lavoie up here if he's not going to play. But I think that's all I have for now, guys. Let me know your thoughts on everything in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.